DAKYWhitetails, another episode of Chasing a Dream. I was going to do my body, beers, and bows, my beers, on Friday, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do them on Sunday. It's Sunday, and I want to do them. The only reason for that, because then it gives me the weekend to go out and try a couple, because I've cut way back on my beer consumption. I've talked about sort of this, it's not a diet, it's just the way I eat anymore. I kind of cut out a lot of stuff, and I cut my beers out during the week. So now I'm better off talking about it on the weekend, because then I can go out. My wife and I go out to the bars, and what I like to try to do is try to hit on a beer that I haven't had. And like I went out Sunday with my son, or Sunday, I'm sorry, Saturday. And another thing I like to do, him and I will get together, and he's the one that got me on these IPAs and these different beers, and which I like. And so he helps out, and like he'll tell me what he thinks about one, and then I'll kind of do a review on it. Well, anyway, the ones I want to talk about today, the two I tried over the weekend. Here's one by Dogfish Head. Get the glare out of there. This one here was real hoppy. It was pretty hoppy, but what I liked about it, the aftertaste on it was real good. It kind of stayed with you. It wasn't real bitter, and that's what I don't mind a real hoppy beer. And I know you get the bitterness with it, but this one here was a real good beer, and I enjoyed this. This one here I will buy again, and I enjoyed that one. And these are good beers. This one here, the alcohol content on this is 7%. So it's got a little good kick to it. And that's what I like with my beer. You know, I mean, if I'm going to drink it, I want one with a little kick to it. I can enjoy, I can drink it slow. Because what I found out with a lot of these beers that I used to drink, I would hammer them. And, you know, because, I mean, you're trying to get the effect. I mean, I don't care who you are. I mean, besides, I enjoy them. But by the time you got a buzz for them things, you were pretty sick. Excuse me. And what I'm drinking now is sparkling water. Well, anyway, so that one there had a pretty good kick to it. Like I said, a 7%, good beer, good aftertaste, which I like. The bitterness wasn't really extreme. With the high alcohol, it wasn't like you were drinking gasoline. That was a good one that I had. And another one I had over the weekend, and I've had these before, and you can find these. And I bought these at HEB. You can either go to, I like going to HEB, they got a real good beer selection, or Specs. But it depends on which ones you go to. I mean, I go to, some of them have an all right beer selection as far as the singles. But there's one down here in Tomball on 249. It's got a killer beer selection, and you know, buying single beers. And the guy in there is real knowledgeable. He'll educate you on the different, and usually they've tried them. And so sometimes I'll ask them if they don't know, you know, and I'll tell them. You know, I mean, I'll go like, you know, I'll try it, check it out on my Facebook account, and see what I think. I mean, but getting back to this one, this Stone IPA is a good beer. I mean, I enjoyed these. Hold on a second, I need my glasses. This one here is a 6.9% alcohol. So these are all pretty high. You know, you don't have to drink a lot of them. You know, I mean, you can enjoy them slow, and that's what I like about them. Sitting around at a ball game, you know, watching a football game, and as everybody knows, right there, I'm a Clemson nut. You can see my Clemson hat and my Clemson shirt. So that's what I enjoy about them. You know, I mean, you don't have to hammer them down to get a good buzz out of it, you know, or really to enjoy it. And so check it out. Like I said, the Stone IPA. Again, 6.9, or the Dogfish Head, which is a 7%. Two good beers. The next two I'm going to do for next week is this one right here. I know it's not an IPA. Andy Gator. It's by Abita and a Founders. Have had these before. It's another IPA, and this one's at oh man, an 8%. This one's 8%. And which one's this? Okay, let me get my glasses again. Hold on, guys. This one here is this one's kind of on the weak side, but it's not bad. 4.7. So I'll do a review on those two for next week. So just keep following along, and later on I want to do another video about bows. I want to talk about bows, and if you're interested in a bow, what you should expect as far as price, and don't be afraid, to look at it, get on eBay and check it out, or Craigslist. I've seen them, but you can even go to your local archery shops, and some of them sometimes will sell used bows. I know they don't like to, because it's not good for them. But the bottom line is, if you do buy a used bow, at least go to your local archery shop and let them do the work, because we got to promote them too. I mean, by buying these things offline and stuff, I mean, we're kind of eliminating the bow shops. And I know a lot of us are doing it to save money and everything else. And you could buy a quality bow now. They last a long time, and you don't have to pay that real high price. You can let somebody else take the hit. But I'm not promoting that either. But just if you can afford a new one, go out and do it. But if you're kind of budget minded, don't be afraid to, because there's some good stuff out there. And I'll talk about that later. DAKYWhitetails. Get out there, guys. Get your bodies in shape. September's right around the corner. We're here in the middle of August. Just get out there. Get your bodies in shape. And I'll talk to you guys later. DAKYWhitetails. Keep chasing the dream.